So the Lions drafted Jamar Gibbs, a running back. So they've got a little bit of a logjam, and word is coming out now that they are receiving trade calls on DeAndre Swift. His representation has been in contact with the team, and he sounds like he might like to find his way to a new team as well. It's coming from Jeremy Fowler. So the question I have for you, G. Bush, DeAndre Swift, you interested? It's a guy that could fill out the room, can catch the ball a little bit, can run the ball a little bit. You've got Nick Chubb, you've got Jerome Ford, and then you got some questions. Does Swift interest you?
Sure does. He sure does. Because, you know, when you talk about it, you got Nick Chubb, and behind him, you got an unproven back. I love Jerome Ford. I loved him out of Cincinnati. But the reality is you still need 3 running backs, right? And I've been places where we've seen, you know, as a point in time a couple years ago, Nick Chubb missed 4, 5, 6 games. I don't know what it was, but Kareem Hunt had to be your bell cow. There's been times where we saw Dearness Johnson have to take care of the football because Kareem Hunt was out. For me, my job is to get this team as fully stocked as they can. I don't want any question marks going into the season because, as you see, the Baltimore Ravens are retooling. And the Ravens got better. Let's be clear. I love what they did in the draft. They drafted that receiver out of BC. I think he's exactly what Zay Flowers. I feel he's exactly what they need. Quick twitch guy, move both ways. And they've upgraded Odell Beckham Jr. almost 22 months after the ACL. I like what they did. And so there's a lot of teams that are right back in that pecking order. And you got to also look at it like this. Status quo's not good enough. Look at what the Jets have done. The Jets go get Aaron Rodgers. The Jets fill their wide receiver room out. They already had Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner being the top 2 rookies at defense and offense, respectively. They're better. There are a lot of teams that are poised that want to be in that playoff talk, in that playoff conversation, and the Browns lost to them last year. So this year, by the way, they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to do something in this draft, and they're going to have to be able to get better in this draft. DeAndre Swift is a guy that will make that room better. He gives you some carries out of the backfield. He can catch the football. And today, we're not punting on the draft. This is very important for the Cleveland Browns because other teams are getting better. I still feel they need a playmaker at receiver and another couple linebackers that can fill in if our veterans are banged up next year.